Hello, I am Emmanuel Akulika Wanya. Today I present on Fashion Under Pressure, the UK Clothing Retail Challenge. This presentation forms part of Business Analytics and Intelligence Model led by Dr. Paul Malley. Together with me, let's explore this interesting study to really explore what drive this sector challenges or success. Today's agenda, we shall be exploring the UK clothing retail industry overview and its context. We look at the industry market share by company. We look at the industry share by concentration, methodology, visualization, statistic summary. We look at predictive analysis, managerial implications, and as well make recommendations and conclusions. The UK clothing retail industry is diverse, highly competitive, and economically significant, which contributes substantially to national employment, innovation, and consumer spending. It comprises a broad spectrum of businesses from high street brands and e-commerce retailers to luxury fashion houses. However, in 2024, the industry experienced a market contraction by 2.3% according to IBIS World database. Despite these challenges, the sector remains a vital part of the UK retail economy in the same line that has been structural shift towards digital retailing, sustainability, and ethical consumption that has kept the sector into a dilemma. In 2024, there has been only 18.4% belonging to the industry market share in terms of individual comparison in the revenue, and the rest of the other 81.6 belongs to other sectors. In the same vein, looking at its market share by concentration, the sector average is 31.8. Meanwhile, they have been able to make only 19.8 as we speak in 2026, and 2024 has stringent figures below that. This study adopted the quantitative approach in its analysis. Data was collected from the firm database, providing detailed financial and operational UK data, which supported this analysis. The sampling was collected from seven companies, and representative was taken into consideration to ensure that we have diverse skills, market positioning, and strategies being applied. Ethical consideration, that is in terms of transparency and objectivity, was considered during the study. Now let's visualize the dashboard together. As we can see, this is what is happening in the business world. Now, the first one has to do with intercomparison of the company revenue in 2024, and clearly, Channel Limited dominated revenue, signaling a strong brand equity and pricing power, while Primax low revenue suggesting value-driven strategy with limited market penetration. Also, in the comparison of wages and salaries and the number of employees, Primax here depict higher number of employees as compared to its wages and salaries, and DJ Sports also depicting a little higher number of employees as compared to its wages and salaries. So what does this really tell us? It gives us that Primax and DJ Sports, they are like high value and low average employers, typically a fast fashion retail models they are operating with, whereas Chanel and Burberry have fewer employees with higher pay, suggesting a premium market positioning, potentially investing in high skilled and high pay roles such as brand management and luxury retail. Again, we have intercompany comparison of wages and salaries and profit and loss before taxation. Interesting to see Primax having their wages and salary over here more than their profit before taxation, and as well, DJ Sports also portraying the same character. And in the other side, we have Chanel and Burberry showing high wage to profit ratio, hence they are luxury brands and consistent with their pricing and exclusivity. Visualization was also made to see the trend between 2015 to 2024 in terms of revenue, and Chanel has been able to sustain its dominance through the high margin luxury. JD Sports grows by scale, just faces margin strains. Primas and Assault have low margins, demonstrating its exposure to cost shocks. Boho, being so volatile, highlights its fast fashion risk and sustainability weakness. Now, again, we made visualization to see the trend in terms of inventory turnover. From 2015 to 2024, it has been clear that ITX UK Limited has high inventory turnover, indicating the lean inventory practices and strong demand responsiveness, whilst Prima's turnover suggests a low cycles and potential cash flow strains. Predictive analysis in terms of correlation was performed to see the direction among variables. Now, statistics in terms of descriptive analysis was being carried out to see the variability of which the standard deviation figure show the differences in terms of different variables indicated as in the chart. Predictive analysis also was run to bring out the effect that the individual variables has on the output. So looking at it, this model has given a strong explanatory power and its robustness, but giving us the R square 83.7, about 83.7 variation in profit being explained by the independent variables. This is being supported also by the F statistics having 54.29 more than 0.00 significance level, which depicts that the model is highly significant and all predictors jointly explain the profitability beyond chance. You can see as adjusted R square and multiple R also shows the significant strength and demonstrating the fitness of the model. In this model, we have employee having negative effects on profits, and also we have wages and salaries being positively having positive significant effect on the profit. So it means that at any additional employee addition to the company, it brings a reduction in profit about 23 units. 23 units in the company, holding all other factors constant. Yet again, an additional increase in wages and salary brings about an increase in 1.6 unit, 1.9 unit in the company profit. So this gives us a clear details information about what is really happening in the company. So what does this figures mean to management? It means that the overstaffing increased cost, careful workforce planning is essential in competitive market with strengthening margins like the UK clothing retail sector. Hiring the right people and investing in the right training improve customer services, operational efficiency, and overall performance. Critical differentiators in this competitive market is very key. In line with the lean staffing principles, it is therefore recommended, which recommends that its practices improve cost efficiency. It is recommended that managers and organizations optimize their workforces by implementing data-driven staffing aligned with demand and store performances. You should also use flexible contracts or automation to reduce low-value labor. And as well, it is recommended that if organizations or managers invest in human capital by increasing the training budget for digital and customer service skills. Also, it is imperative that companies try to introduce performance-based incentives to retain the top talent employees. This is consistent with the evidence that higher employee engagement drive customer satisfaction and profitability. Now, to conclude, the analysis revealed that profitability in retail sector is primarily driven by strategic investment in human capital rather than revenue growth or asset turnover. Overstaffing tends to reduce profitability, whereas competitive wages, and employee skill development enhance firm performances. To sustain profitability, companies should optimize their workforce, continuous training, and operational efficiency over aggressive expansion or asset-intensive strategies. Moreover, integrating lean inventory management and digital technologies can further strengthen profitability and build long-term resilience. Thank you so much. You can see the references here. Thank you for your time and your attention.